Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, da doo-dah day.
Oh, wow. It did cut my microphone on. Boo. You cut my microphone on. Now I can talk. I'm Dan Hollifield. Welcome to Last Man Standing, wherein we try and uphold the finest traditions of the green room and sometimes exceed them. Didn't start out that way. It started off as being just the after show for Stupid O'Clock, but we get so random in Stupid O'Clock that sometimes you just want to relax and have an uninhibited evening with your closest friends on camera, and that sounds like a weekend in Hollywood right there. The 1970s is really strange. Um, I could say more, but let's not. I'm going to welcome in Joe Bachman. We got Dawn, and we've got Aunt Donna, who is about to. Oh, she's reaching for a pedal to spank me, and that's not one of the things that I really like. So,
You should. You should.
No, that's
no, I shouldn't.
paddling.
I'm Southern. No, I shouldn't.
Paddling is not a kink of mine. No, neither
Not
giving nor
mine either.
receiving.
Oof. That means I didn't do my job right.
Yeah, a certain person from the secret humor group uh, suggested that for me, and I'm like, just try it, buddy. Just try it. You're not gonna like the outcome.
Nope. It would be much more rewarding to buy Aunt Donna some custom flavor moonshine than to approach her with any kind of a implement of torture like Joe Dog's pickled eggs.
Uh, Yeah. I'm afraid we're all going to be
Well,
tortured this year.
Facebook just told me to be ready to start the show at any minute now. They're getting closer to being not late. In this case, Facebook can't even score in a game of horseshoes because they're still a mile off.
Where'd Richie end up running off to?
The credits are still rolling on Stupid O'Clock, so then again, Richie is not a single man. He does have a family, and he may have to go and snuggle his wife for a little bit. Who knows? I try not to keep track of everybody's whereabouts at every given moment of the day.
I just wanted to make sure we weren't going to have to use not the green room sign, or not the last man standing sign, or the third sign, which we won't talk about.
But it is the last man standing.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I do have a hankering for tacos.
But are they welded together?
Really? We're going back there already?
You brought it up.
It's like somebody actually watched last week. Come on.
Oh, I know we listened to most of it while we were running it. And Ted was laughing his ass off.
Well, now he knows what you get up to at nights. Hopefully that's a good thing.
He was laughing. That's all that matters.
Well, it's definitely an innocent thing. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Then if you buy that, you'll buy this watch. Oh, heavens. So,
Needle pulling thread.
what possible anomaly can we get up to this week? And I say anomaly because nobody knows what we're going to do from any given moment to the next. Least of all me. That's what makes it so much fun.
I could call my wife and get a roadside report from 1894.
Your wife's involved. She's funny as hell.
You already refused to roll the green screen back at the right time.
So on Stupid O'Clock, I want to address it because I couldn't then, but yes, I was eating ice cream and I choked on my ice cream and I did not want to tell you what kind of ice cream I was eating.
Rocky Road?
No.
It wasn't the ice cream you choked on, it was the nuts in it.
It was maple walnut ice cream. Thank you. Now you know why. I was like, I can't even. I could be doing the most innocent thing.
Sorry.
Someone has their own sign. Here's your sign. Oh, heavens.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, it hurts.
New friends.
Oh, dear. I am still not over that flu that started up on Friday before my vacation started. But I have stopped taking the daytime decongestant anti-cold thing because I do need to sleep some days, not every day, but some days. So and now I've gone hardcore.
Oh my!
And I'm going, ooh. So that's what Granny put in the cherry pie at Thanksgiving. Oh, she finally got to watch football all by herself. That's some. It used to taste worse than it does now. I don't know if they got feedback from the customers or if they just finally started listening. Yeah, and you can hear the congestion in
Mm-hmm.
my throat when I breathe in. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get over whatever it is as quickly as possible. I've still got tomorrow left of my vacation, and then the weekend. I'm feeling rough, but I got to go back to work Monday. You have been warned if you were one of my coworkers. Um, I will wear a mask, but not for your protection, just so fits in with the regulations for the witness protection program.
Be right back.
Ooh.
Don't threaten us with a good time.
Ah. Okay, if I have to keep talking, I'll keep talking. I mean, seriously, it's
My
not like
God,
I've run out of things to say at any given time.
every time I open my mouth, things get misconstrued.
Not every time. Nothing got misconstrued that time. Rich, shut up.
I didn't say anything. I was just thinking it really hard.
I know, that's why I can't say anything.
See,
Oh, it won't get misconstrued, and we promise you it won't be used against you in a court of law.
You still have a right. You still have a right to an attorney, though.
have the right to remain silent, but I don't have the ability.
I was about ready to say, do you have the ability?
Oh, I know I don't.
Oh,
That's one of my biggest weaknesses. I can't will.
Not
In
everything.
company in company, I can't shut up, but when I'm alone or nearly alone, you would think that I was uh speech impaired because I'd never exercised that organ.
I'm much more garrulous when I'm by myself than I am around people, and that should tell you something. Considering how much I talk nonstop as it is, so I've never been so happy to not be my manager in my life.
Ooh, what happened?
Well, the manager of the help desk does not get along with my manager. Two women in IT, kind of like, and especially leadership in IT, kind of like two cats fighting in an alley. Um, so the help desk manager said to my manager something like, do your people even teach blah blah blah? And I'm like, I am so glad I was not in that meeting, because my remark would have been, do your people know how to use it, or how to do help desk stuff? Why are you sending stuff to the trainers that is a 30-second explanation? But no, they're not getting it answered in 30 seconds, because it takes longer than 30 seconds to route the ticket to us. Then we have to finish with our stuff, see the ticket, and contact the user back. So what should be a first call close that can be done in under a minute has now taken 3 hours. You have no idea how much that pisses me off. And I used to be help desk. I used to take the time to give that quick explanation on how to do something. Because, again, why have my user sitting there for hours not being able to do what they need to do when I can take care of that issue in 30 frickin' seconds?
Now, Richie, you know full well the correct response to that would be, are your people capable of understanding a response to that question? You got to remember, I am evil.
Yeah. But yeah, my manager was asked, do you even teach blah blah blah? Show up to one of our
Do
training
you even
sessions.
understand blah blah blah?
Yeah. Show up to one of our training sessions. You will see we mention it multiple times.
You can
Because-
tell that
So good.
you can tell that Monday morning will start my 17th to the last week of gainful employment. I have
Get
so
all them.
few F's to give anymore. And I'm just going, threaten me with $500,000 and never having to come back in the building again. Why don't you? Because that's exactly what happens if they toss me out the door tomorrow. They have to give me a whole heap of money because it's guaranteed in the contract. And I never have to put up with any of their stuff again.
Shenanigans.
And either equine feces again. Equine. Bovine. My apologies. Bovine. Oh, no, equine works too.
Yeah, well, but having cleaned out both varieties of stalls, the remnants of horse digestion smells a
Bovine
whole
is
lot
messier.
better than the remnants of a horse's digestion smells a whole lot better than the remnants of cow's digestion. Take that as a farm boy perspective.
And
Thank
it's
you.
a,
And
and it's a lot easier to clean up.
they are both beaten out by the ungodly mess that is a chicken house.
Ugh.
No, I think pig's got to be one of the worst.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
No, chickens still get everything beat.
Pigs are actually very clean animals.
They're scent. That's what I'm just talking about. The scent.
That is man's fault. When you go by a pig farm, it smells because those pigs are on concrete. They're not on ground. And it's the concrete that allows the smell to build up.
The concrete is not flushed often enough the way
Yeah.
it could be because it's concrete. It's not going to wear anything out.
Still don't like the smell.
It's just that you were
Believe me, if you hose out a pig pen that is concrete based every week, it's not going to be that offensive whatsoever.
every week we hosed every day.
Yep, that would be the optimum. Yes.
Yeah, we were the first in Vermilion County to put pigs on concrete, and Dad fixed up a special thing so it would flush out of the barn and over the side of the hill. And our farm didn't smell. You could tell if he went without flushing it, then it did. And eventually, concrete's porous. It will build up no matter how much you flush it out.
Yes. And ideally, downhill, there would be a settling pond, which would be stocked with catfish
Oh,
that you can sell to the nearest place that serves catfish.
ooh, we didn't think about that. We could eat catfish. But
If
as my
you
dad
want
used
to,
to
though.
say, smells like money to me.
A friend of mine that was in the business of pumping out people's
Septic.
septic tanks. Thank you. That's exactly his motto. May smell bad to you, but it smells like money to me.
Then there's also Winston from the Red Green show, who was a septic sucker with no sense of smell.
I could probably do that 99% of the year, but there's some times when my sinuses actually work, and I can smell my wife's perfume that she wore 3 days ago out in the yard as she walked to her car to go to church. That does not happen often. It does happen.
It's certainly not happening this week, is it?
I I probably could not smell an elephant's pen in a zoo that was not very well maintained at this moment.
If
Um,
you want to check to see how bad your sense of smell really is right now, find a road construction site.
oh, now I can always smell hot asphalt.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that. Talking about looking for the little blue box similar to your TARDIS, only
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
yes.
I'm
We
very lucky. I have no problem smelling good smells. A little sensitive, in fact, in smelling good smells. It has to really, really reek before I can pick up a bad smell.
My wife's sense of smell is the same way. Because I've let some rip that have brought tears in my eyes, and she's just laying there going, "Something happened?"
That's probably why mine's like that. The Baker boys were very good about that kind of stuff.
Misty will
oh
wake up in the middle of the night, slap me, MF me, and I'd be like, Misty, what did you do? She says, that was not me.
that
I'm
was
like,
the
it
cat.
woke you
That
up.
was
It
the
didn't wake
cat.
me up. So
Oh, my wife woke me up one night. She ruffled the sheet.
Everything was all aflutter, huh?
Better be
Mm-hmm.
washing this shit tonight.
Joe, they are repaving the road that I live on.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, is it normal for them to dig up 20 years worth of paving to get down to the dirt?
Normal, no. So most paving projects are what we would call a mill and fill. Well, they'll take out about 4 inches and put about 4 inches back. Now, if the road is getting bad enough and they did their due diligence and ran some core samples and actually tested how good the base layers are, if those came back looking like crap, they might have went, okay, it's time to rip this out and start from scratch.
This road is bad enough to rip it out and start from scratch. There are places that have been patched continually for the last 15 years,
So yeah,
and
they did their
they're
due diligence and
they're going all the way down to the dirt.
yep.
And I'm praying that it's actually not going to be like a washboard when they get through, like one of the last paving jobs they did when they replaced the bridge downtown, down into the town, little bitty town. Thank you. Um,
Those are speed bumps.
they're not speed bumps. They're
So
they're artistic. I mean, you put a camera in there that gimbals, and you're gonna see the cars go back and forth like it was the Mojave Desert or something. But no,
so there was a county road near one of our field offices. I was working out in South Bend, Indiana at the time, over by US 31. Actually, the new section of US 31 that they were putting in, and we always took this little county road to get over to where we had it closed off because it was quicker. And we go through the one day and we see the county maintenance crew out there and they got the milling machine. We're like, oh, they're finally going to properly patch this. That's good. We came back to the field office that night about 5 p.m. and they patched it. I'm
but
pretty
not
sure they
properly.
used I'm pretty sure they used a sheep's foot roller to roll the asphalt with. but they at least made an attempt. It looked like a damn washboard.
Mm-hmm.
It rode
I-
worse than before they had milled it.
Oh, the one on and off of this brand new bridge that is absolutely beautiful only took the better part of a year for less than 20 yards. Um, it looks wonderful till you drive across it, and then you're feeling like Luke Skywalker in your land speeder just going ying 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 ying. Um, I'm sure that there are smoother stretches of pavement on some NASCAR track that hasn't been refurbished in 50 years, but then again, we don't have any important politicians that live nearby.
If you
There
can
is a
pull up
stretch
the image real quick.
Okay.
I always get scared now when somebody says that.
Now it's not. Oh, there it is. Okay.
In case you were wondering, this is what a sheep's foot roller looks like.
Oh wow.
Wrong one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look, deep roller.
I'm sure he's rolled more than sheep.
Yeah, right.
He was young. He needed the money.
it took them
I
3
ain't never
weeks
needed
to
that
come
much
back
damn
out
money.
and remill it, and then pave it properly. But if you actually stopped and looked at the road, it looked like there was all these little bumps and stuff. Like they used this type of roller to roll out that asphalt with.
What would you use that kind of roller for? I'm just curiosity.
Actually, pretty much in the scenario that it shows in the picture on dirt.
Okay.
Yeah, really, it's to compact stuff.
Yeah.
It's to really compact stuff, but mostly the bottom layers.
Yeah, this is to compact the very bottom dirt layer, and then they'll generally come through with a fine grader to actually smooth everything out.
Okay. Hey, look, I learned something from Last Man Standing. Don't let
Well,
it happen
it's
again.
not our fault.
Just don't let it happen again.
Hot and juicy, hot and juicy.
I'm just glad you guys didn't bring up the parking lot.
Oh, there was no parking whatsoever around Don's Taco.
Right, no parking.
Tease me again, see what happens.
Are
So
you
you're
okay?
saying Dan? You're saying Dan didn't have to pull around to the back lot?
Had to circle 5 or 6 times before I managed to get the flagman's attention, but I'll pay for that one of these days. Probably in
If
a
you're
few
lucky,
minutes,
3 or 4 of them.
Hallowcon.
But did you
Comic
order to go?
I better have, because I better not stop moving anytime soon. Anytime you stop the hitman, we'll catch up with you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hallowcon got Dan.
Oh, now she's got to show up. You're welcome.
Hey, unless barring that I have like some weird random surgery that has to be done between September 28th and then, yeah. And my ride doesn't back out.
Nope. No, we're not. We're not BKM. Who said that?
Oh,
Ouch.
Shots
Some
fired. Shots fired.
some aloe for that burn. Um,
I started doing something new this past week.
Oh Lord.
Well, Dawn, you already know about it.
oh Lord.
Started doing a podcast.
Oh, okay. Something normal.
It's
Wait,
something
wait.
I'm producing. There's nothing normal about it.
I was about ready to say, wait for it. Wait for it.
Touche. About as normal as Joe's gonna get.
Yeah, it's done using Audacity and this headset. Uh, it's not even done with anything professional.
Man, you got to spend hours editing.
Audacity is not bad to use.
No, it's
Actually,
not.
Audacity's been
I
really easy
like
to use.
Audacity.
No, and if you don't know how to use it, Carl has the book about. He wrote the book about Audacity,
Which is more than the creators of Audacity ever did.
and did such a good job that I was able to follow it and use Audacity myself.
I've figured out how to start recording, stop the recording, and then delete the section if I screwed up.
Yeah.
Well, that was a hint, Joe. You need to tell Carl he needs to give you that book.
He did mention something about that. So I
What
said
is this give
something
of
about
which you speak?
ordering it.
We do special things for special friends. You know that.
I don't think any of us are that special. we, we, oh, all right. Short bust of Valhalla. I got to admit, yes, but
Well, I'm sure they would work out something between them, such as you and I did.
well,
I don't know if it'll be quite like that, but you know.
hey, hold out for the deal.
If you need
Red-
help
red-
with noise reduction,
I'm sure Trey will forgive you.
But just so he knows, I'm going to treat it like dealing with the state. You never take the first offer; you always go for the second offer.
Yeah, remember he used to work for this state too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, this state's a messed up piece of.
why
Indiana
do
ain't
you-
much better.
but if you
Why
need
do
help
you
with noise
think-
reduction, I can help you with that too.
Why do you think he retired 4 years earlier than he was going to?
Well,
'Cause
and
he was
granted,
smart.
we've never had a problem paying our lottery winners, but
And you've never had any problem paying your politicians. It's just everybody in between. What was that song? Indiana wants me, Lord. I can't go back there. Lord, that was back in the 70s. No, it was back in the 60s, wasn't it? No, 70s.
One of those times. It's been too long.
but
It hasn't been long enough.
something I did realize though is a lot of these shows, like Stupid O'Clock, Last Man Standing, never mind the Furthermore for the most part, even the Historical Fencing Guild for the most part, could actually be turned into podcasts also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. The problem is, in order to edit them for an unsuspecting audience would take a little bit of effort that those of us that are doing the shows are not willing to undergo.
You just let it go, just same as live. No different than what if someone was watching a replay of this.
I don't have enough ammunition to withhold a lengthy standoff. The feds would be here in no time.
No, because I was trying to figure out how to put in like Jody McPhee's little commercial that Nick
Oh
always wrote.
yeah. You would have to do that and go. This is a good place to put a pause and commercial, and
Yeah.
now we come back, and hopefully the volume will blend in correctly. Yeah, you can do that.
Mhm.
It
Well,
ain't
I had to figure out how to
really
pull
easy, but you can do it.
just the audio from his video,
Yeah.
which I figured out how to do through DaVinci.
Mm-hmm.
That's another really easy program. It's actually kind of scarily easy
Yeah.
to use.
I need to start playing with it more than just leaving it sit on my hard drive.
Is that a uh oh bugger, how am I saying this? Um
Completely free video editing software.
Hmm.
okay, I was trying to
Well,
figure out whether or
you
not
can pay to play, but I mean it's
I was trying to figure out whether or not it was Linux or, other platforms is what I was trying to say, but unfortunately, I
I
haven't had enough
believe
salsa and
they've
hot
got
sauce
installs
tonight
for
to
all
figure
three.
that one out. So,
Yeah, I think Rich is right. I think they do have installs for all three. I know they at least have it for Windows and Mac, but I'm pretty sure I did see a Linux distro on there too.
I believe
well,
so.
considering I'm only using antique Windows 10, so yeah, antique because 11 is out now and people are suffering. Um, well, maybe
Actually, I
not.
haven't, knock on wood, haven't really had any issues with 11 on this computer.
That's astounding. I figured it would be at least 12 before they figured out all the bugs in 11, because it's
Well,
usually every other release is.
Hmm.
Oh, I wish I'd never done that.
it's just fancier 7.
Well, it's fancier Windows 7, and they tried to mimic Mac because
Again?
they
Yes,
centered they centered everything on the toolbar. So instead of like your start icon and everything being on the left, and then working across from there, it starts in the center and
yeah. What part of
works out.
Windows, confused you about mimicking Mac?
Yeah.
They turned a perfectly good computer and turned it into a Macintosh. Um, although I have taken my taskbar and made it the right way again.
Yeah, I haven't
Technically the
done
left
that
way.
yet. I keep trying to train myself not to click on the weather over on the left hand side to shut down the computer.
Uh-huh. Um,
With weather shut down a lot of stuff around here lately.
the uh, the the streaming computer I'm using right now is one of the few things in the house will actually inevitably be graduated to 11 without my express permission. I'm just waiting on it to happen. Nothing else
So,
I've got is new enough.
so,
I've still got a computer that runs XP flawlessly, although I've never used it in the last 7 years.
so 11's not that great. 11 is very similar to 7. Windows is the computer version of the Star Trek movies.
Pretty much, yeah. Every other one is worth investing in,
Hmm.
although each of them have moments that is not to be missed. I think that's fair enough.
I can't think of a moment that I could have, really used with Windows 8 or 8.1.
Dawn is
Hmm.
looking awfully serious.
That's because she's playing solitaire on her iPad. Um,
Oh, you're on my iPad.
I don't have
It's
your
not
iPad.
on my iPad. It's on my tablet.
An iPad is a tablet. Uh,
But it's not an iPad.
Never mind. Never mind. I'm trying not to get technical here. Um,
Too late.
Every time I open my mouth, just because I'm trying to behave tonight.
Mm,
One of you
Right.
peoples says something that gets my brain moving.
I
in a bad.
haven't said anything. Well, okay, I did about the nut.
Isn't that why you hang around us?
Oh, you dare put that sign up. Oh, what's that one say?
It's blank.
Blank.
My wife must
Ma'am.
my wife must be busy because I sent her a message on Facebook saying Dawn's Taco is being brought up again, and she hasn't even looked at it yet.
Everybody is done talking about my taco, okay?
Joe,
Had a friend back in the day of BBSs, and his signature for all of his posts was, "I'm not a gynecologist, but I'll take a look."
What does that have to do with Dawn's taco?
Hmm.
I think the explanation to that would include a lengthy
Not the green
research
room.
Well,
into
Joe said
uh,
that he sent something to Trey about, Don's Taco, and she hadn't taken a look yet. So it reminded me of my friend's signature
I
line
tried,
on the
I
VBS.
tried to save this, but no, I can't think fast enough. Ah,
Yeah.
oh Lord,
There
I
was
can't even go.
silence.
I can't even say that here. I can't even
What?
say that in the green room. I
Go
can't even
for it, I
say
dare
that if
you.
nobody's listening. No,
We're
no,
listening.
just no.
I'm not listening.
You
Are you not listening?
listening, you'd be throwing stuff at me if I'd said it. No, no.
You opened your mouth, now you just finished it.
it-
Nah.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
Well, what is that?
You open your mouth, now you have to finish it. That would be a perfect slogan for a restaurant,
So,
even without the double entendre.
so did anybody see what went on near Nick's house recently?
Yes.
No.
So apparently his neighbor had a makeshift bomb in his house.
Along with a
As
bunch of
well as,
drugs.
as well as a meth lab, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lester, the one that he talks about in the green room occasionally? Yeah.
Go boom.
No.
No,
Somebody
go caught
somebody tipped
before go boom.
somebody tipped off the police that he had something in his house. They got a search, basically from the sounds of it, a no-knock search warrant because the guy wasn't home, and they,
Oh, they could knock all they want. Then they came in.
yeah, and found a bunch of drug paraphernalia, and
Opened up a backpack, and I was like, I think we need to back up and call in the drug people or the bomb people.
Well,
yep,
basically, it was a laundry list of they found everything except kitty porn.
Wow.
And believe me, they might find that later if they can shoehorn it in,
so
whether it
basically
was there or not.
his charges are he was
Yes.
booked in the Benton County Jail under the charges of possession of marijuana, possession of methamphetamine, possession of paraphernalia, possession of syringes, possession of a controlled substance, possession of a destructive or explosive device.
Hell, they could get me on that for my wife. She's a potentially explosive device.
Well, I can only imagine why being married to you in more ways than one.
I'm
Anyway,
I'm the
Ooh.
fuse, though.
no, you have a. Never mind.
No,
Not the
no,
green room. Not the green
I'm
room.
I'm what keeps her from exploding. That's my job.
Not the green room.
Doesn't have to be anymore. Oh, we have gotten away with things that no one would dare in the green room here in the last 3 weeks here
Hey,
on
Chris.
Last Man Standing. And Chris is with us, thinking of things that have not yet gone off, but will in any minute. Hey, Chris. And yes, folks, I brought it to you first. Enjoy. If you like this, wait till we have absolutely no breaks and there isn't a camera running. Welcome to the green room. Friday nights on Uncle Carl's Secret Humor Group.
Which isn't so.
It doesn't have to be secret. You just got to be brave enough to join, and
It's the
you've got
worst
to be
kept
totally secure enough not to be offended by anything.
secret on the web.
Pretty
Other than
much.
4chan, yeah.
Taco.
Damn, you keep talking about tacos. I'm gonna have to go get some more
Join them,
salsa.
right? You know,
Oh,
I'm
sure.
talking to the
Now
cat.
they offer a 10% discount. Those pricks.
Oh, after you gave them money?
Yeah. So there's been an ad popping up on Facebook for Discount Computer Depot. They're based out of Tennessee, I believe. But they
yeah,
have
like they've got any computers.
right. They have a Dell Latitude. It's a smaller one. It's a 13.3 inch with a Core i5 7th gen processor, 16 gigs of RAM, 256 gig solid state drive for $130, running Windows 10.
Even if it's a piece of crap, that's worth a that's a builder's model. Yeah.
I spent the $130 on it because I'm like, well, that's nice and small to be able to use out on the job site.
Yeah.
And if it
That's
gets
what
ran over by a truck, I'm not going to cry about $130. You know.
That's not what he said.
And now they're offering you a discount. Now that you've spent the money.
I went back to their site again because the ad popped up again. I'm like, let's see if they got anything, if they still have that or if they got anything new. And first thing that pops up on their site this time: sign up for our newsletter and receive 10% off.
That
Just
means
save
they've
13
still got a
bucks.
truckload of those hot little buggers to give away. I wonder what warehouse they disappeared from.
Well, they've got actually. Oh, hell, this ain't a bad little setup either. Dell Optiplex, 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gig hard drive, dual 22-inch monitors for $230.
The monitors are worth that.
Right. And it's free shipping. And they're all refurbished machines, but still, I mean, for $230,
hey,
that's a good little.
Refurbished is not a bad thing as long as the people doing the refurbishing are known for doing a good job.
Right.
I have gotten several refurbished things in my computer buying career, and I've never actually had a complete piece of crap shipped to me as a refurbished device. Not even if it was a complete piece of crap when it was manufactured by the original manufacturer, the refurbishers turned it into something worth having. So,
the only thing I actually wouldn't buy from this website is their refurbished Macs, and that's just because of how old they are. So I was looking at those the other day too, just to see what their prices were, and it's like prices are all right, but these won't support the latest operating system.
This is true.
You can't have
Uh,
everything.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I gave up building my own stuff from scratch, because things got a little bit too complicated for my diminutive understanding of how to do the behind the scenes stuff to make a computer work when you're building it from scratch. Used to, I could do that. Used to, but it's gone beyond my ability. So now I'll just either buy the last season's final showroom model for sale, or I'll just go to Newegg or Tiger Direct and go, what you got that I can afford? Ooh, that looks nice. Send me one of them. Actually, if it weren't for Newegg, I wouldn't have the streaming computer now. This thing was. And we've been streaming for what, 2 years, 2.5 years now?
2.5 at least, yeah.
This thing was at least 1.5 times more, or 2 times faster than anything that I could get at a store for really good bargain price. And it turns out they did not want it all up front. They were willing to take 4 payments of less than 2 hours pay a week for what I was spending. So I went, well, I'm not broke, but we'll check it out and see if it works. And the result is right here in front of you. I am green screen streaming, no picket fencing on the audio or video, and I've been using it for 2.5 years or thereabouts, and I've got no complaints. Like I said, this is the only computer in the house that will most likely wind up being forcibly converted to Windows 11 without my consent. And consent is always a big thing, but I'm not going to give it a chance to give mine because it is Windows, and they don't care about consent. They're just going to force you to take it.
Yep.
That sounds like Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna take it. You're gonna like it.
Well,
Sorry, I was reading. Okay, so yesterday Terry Funk died, wrestler from back in the 80s, 90s, and now today Bray Wyatt died, another wrestler who was IRS's file. It was his son. So I was reading about that. Sorry, I just saw a cat fly that way.
that's all right. I don't blame you for not listening to me talk.
Well, no, I just caught. They said that Bray Wyatt died from a heart attack. He was 37.
Oh, wow, that's way too young to have a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was reading about that. No offense, it was just caught my eye.
And Joe, for $25 more, you can upgrade it to 2 24-inch monitors. $255 for that same.
Oh wow!
Comparative shopping
with 2 24s.
No,
Welcome to the Computer Gibberish Network.
no.
What's that,
How
Dawn?
much would you pay?
I thought you said something, Dawn.
Yeah, I did. I asked if Rich found a monitor.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see him, right? Or he can see us or something.
He can see us. That would be the monitor.
Don't make me come
We
over
can-
there. Stop it.
Dan Meister?
Yes, dear.
Was that Dan or Joe where you were pointing at? You were like right in the middle almost. Dan?
All right, for me, that's Joe.
Oh, for me, that's Dan.
Yeah,
you're,
for me,
you're
that's
pointing at
Dan, too. There
There you
you go.
Okay, now I'm pointing at Dan from my point of view.
Kitty.
Oh.
Buddy, this is
Orange.
my Swedish one. That's why he's like, I'm out of here.
And then last night, as I was setting Python back up on my laptop so that I could start going through the coding tutorials again, died.
Oh.
Thankfully, I
Oh,
still
you
have
got
this.
that one. Yes.
Oh God, I used to have that.
And it was already paired to the laptop.
I have had about 4 of those until I decided that I spill entirely too many cans of beer over them.
This is paired to my tablet, my phone, and my laptop. My
They are
personal laptop.
wonderful. They are absolutely wonderful if you're not spill happy.
Hmm.
If you ever spill anything on them, they are fried.
Or if you're really bored and you're at the laundromat and you want to do a little bit more work on one of your stories, just have it open on your tablet because you got the nice phone tablet
Mhm.
thing right there.
iPad fits in there just perfectly. Also, because it is an indentation, a trough, beer fits in there just perfectly while your iPad is also in there, which is why my iPad no longer has sound without the Bluetooth. Yes. Try being elderly and going to sleep with a beer in your hand sometime, and you too will spend enormous amounts of money on computer equipment that you really shouldn't have if you weren't elderly and drinking.
Do not say that you're elderly. I'm older than you are.
Dan, trouble, Dan, trouble.
And since I was 15,
I'm sorry, Donna.
Especially
my
after
knees,
this
hips, and
week.
ankles will prove it.
I won't say anything. I know I'm the youngest one in here, so
I'm very, very sorry, but I remember when cuneiform was a new thing. So
Yeah.
these
I
chicken
invented
scratchers,
it.
how are people going to make sense out of it? Come on, Hammurabi. Get with it. It needs some italics, okay? No one's going to get that. No one's going to get that.
Hey, I taught him that. He would. They were just fine the way they were.
That wasn't the only thing you taught him.
I mean,
Those Greek girls, I mean, really, if it wasn't for them, he'd still be writing.
actually, it was the Greek boys, but okay.
Okay. Wasn't willing to assume that, but okay. Hey,
No assumptions. My first fiance was Greek.
eyewitness testimonies do win out. Oh, and now I remember that song from the SCA, so I shouldn't. No. Yeah, that one.
You're not gonna sing for us?
I don't know the words.
No, but you remember the song.
I just remember the title. Hmm.
There were so many.
That might be part of the lyrics. Yes. Not sure. Oh, and now we got people trying to Google what we're talking about without knowing what we're talking about.
No, I was making sure this joke would work. Um, so,
No, I'm
so
watching my cat.
in the old Babylonian code, there was a misspelling. Since Don is the one that was teaching it to Hammurabi, it's not supposed to be an eye for an eye. It's supposed to be an O for an O.
Oh, X's and O's.
Yep.
Hey, Donna.
Hey, Joe.
So you might want to get a hold of your friend Kim Fleshman and let them know that their account's been hacked.
Okay.
Another one.
That's one of my sisters.
Yeah.
Oh,
She has tagged
Lord.
you and 9 other people on the thing that says, just passed away now, and it has a link, and that's it. Don't click on the link unless you want to buy this.
You know, if there was something that you could post back
Somebody else has already told her.
that was worse
But
than the
thank you,
virus
yeah.
that they had, that would go back to the original hacker, I'd be all up with passing that bugger along.
See, the only thing I can figure is there's got to be like some new exploit in Facebook's code, because I'm seeing this at least twice a day. Like I'm seeing friends being tagged in something like this, and quite frankly, I'm getting tired of typing out "Do not click this link" in all caps every time I come across it. Because some of my friends, not all of them, but some of them, are dumb enough to go, "Oh, who passed away?" Click, and
Yes.
then I get the Facebook message. Can you fix my computer? Nope.
It's too bad that Zuckerman can't be held legally liable for that shit. That would be one hell of a class action lawsuit.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my other favorite things that keeps going around Facebook of, oh, it's official. They already took the money out of my account. They're starting to charge for Facebook unless you do this. It's like, you can't possibly be that dumb to actually believe that.
Oh, yeah.
If I copy and
Yeah.
paste this will help my algorithms, I'm off beyond my people.
Yeah.
Carl explains it this way. Think about how dumb the average person is, and then remember 50% of the population below that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, one of my friends posted that, and I said, really? I said, so if Facebook starts charging people, I said, hey, have you ever paid for anything through Facebook? Well, no. Then how the do you think they have your goddamn bank account info? Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you've never
really.
typed in your debit or credit card number, how are they going to charge you? I said, secondly, if they didn't give an opt-out period, do you realize what kind of class action lawsuit that would open them up to? Well, you got a point. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Besides the one on the top of your head.
And their lawyers are a hell of a lot smarter than I am, and I'm coming up with this.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get it, Rich?
Yes, finally. No. Nice sweater. I mortally wounded it on the blinds earlier, so it has been unable to fly, so it's been crawling around. I've just been waiting for it to get to an area of my desk that I'm not going to break shit by killing it.
Like a Facebook lawyer. And why do I not care what I say?
Mm.
Why start now?
No, I used to care what I said. I don't anymore. One platform does not the universe make.
What are you reading?
I know that one's not directed at me,
That's
and I don't have the sign to hold up, so
The Georgette carried around a green ball. Buddy's been running past her. You're in the shit out of her.
Well, yeah, you're coughing it up because that was not food. You idiot.
oh, Chris, it's not busted, it's retired.
Oh yes. Did you see the shirt that I tagged you in earlier, Dan?
I do believe I did. Did I? Oh no, I commented. I returned a comment on it. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
It's
I
well
saw
worth.
that. I saw that shirt and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be Dan come January.
It's well worth reading my reply to the shirt. Yes. That was. It took me all of about a minute and a half to compose. Took me longer to type because I was trying to be grammatically correct. But I'm rather proud of that one.
Okay.
Oh,
I need that
There,
on a
there,
shirt.
there.
I need that on a shirt.
honey, honey,
Sometimes not
if
so
you were
silently.
silently correcting, if you were silently correcting my grammar, you wouldn't like me that much. You correct my grammar out loud, and I respect it.
I'm that person that carries around a felt pen, and when I see signs that are grammatically incorrect, I correct them.
Uh, I'm that person that sits around in public with a felt tip pen doing crossword puzzles, knowing that nobody's bright enough to check whether or not I'm actually doing the puzzle correctly.
Correctly.
Just oh, oh, oh yes. It's just
And
gibberish.
doing
It
it
doesn't
and
matter.
doing it quickly.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And they pick it up and it goes, "That's Greek." I don't know Greek. I just know what looks like Greek. Ah.
What, Don?
Nothing.
Hmm.
Well,
You-
folks, I'm actually going to sign off early this week, so
ah, our loss.
I will see most of you, well, probably all of you, tomorrow night.
Maybe if I can get into the green room. It's been a piece of
If not, we will have tacos in your
Your
memory.
Honor.
So, good night, folks.
Good night,
Nice.
Joey.
Oh
And
shoot.
tomorrow is not Sunday, but we will be on that side of town, so I can go to the taco stand if Lindsay consents.
I need to
Not
go do
meaning
the
to
El
not
Toro.
meaning to be any insult to Don, but the taco stands tacos I will cross a county line for.
And pull
You
around
gotta
the
cross
back
a
lot.
couple state lines.
Yours I'll just cross state borders.
You're making me hungry for El Toro.
Well, we've served up a lot of bull tonight, but
I said, didn't you already go to bed?
Ah, ah. I got to go down the hall and cough a little bit more. Um, and I shall return. You have been warned. Let me find the.
Okay, Chris, that'll be about the time he gets back.
So what do we have to do to try to make Dan laugh so he misses the sister again? Well, then again, we're just stuck with me and Donna right now.
You should be worried. Actually, Aunt Donna's still a little tired out from Tuesday night.
How are you feeling tonight?
Okay, just tired. We get to go out to breakfast this morning with April, but she insisted on picking me up and dropping me off, so I didn't have to drive. But this meclizine that they give you, that's some good stuff. It's to fight dizziness, but the trip made me remember why I don't go to the ED in Danville. Everybody was nice. Everybody was wonderful. The doctor would not, and I appreciate it's my age. She gave me a CAT scan and the EKG to make sure that I had not had a stroke. She would not talk to me about the possibility that it was a sinus infection or an ear infection or both infection. You know the little paper that they send home, summary of your visit?
Mm-hmm.
Symptoms, dizziness. Diagnosis, dizziness. Yeah, that took a stretch.
Are they part of, what health system are they part of?
OSF. Yeah,
Me and
I think
OSF have gone what round?
this hospital has been this way.
Surprised they didn't prescribe you leeches.
Well, let me put it this way. The phlebotomist came in to draw my blood for blood work.
Oh, so they did prescribe leeches.
She rolled my vein. I have had thousands of blood draws in my life. I have only had twice where they had a problem with my veins. Last Tuesday, and the one time I was in this hospital when a nurse tried to give me an IV, I finally gave up and told me I won't put it in if you do. That's how long that hospital's been. And Carl's always had instructions. I would rather die on the way to Champaign than die in that hospital.
What's
But
Champagne's affiliate?
Carl Clinic. I've been going there since I was 4 years old.
We just got Carl up here. Just put Community Point to Carl. Hi, Dan. Welcome back. Sorry we didn't make you laugh so you could piss on the floor.
I didn't take the headphone just to make sure.
Damn. Okay. Carl.
I didn't hear anything you left, but I understand that this Carl guy is really popular with the ladies.
Carl Clinic and Hospital is wonderful. They're even emergency room doctors.
I never knew he had a bedside manner.
Oh yeah, he does.
Where do you think I am?
Or at least a two-room bungalow, if not a manor.
But yeah, I was about 4 years old and running 103 temperature. My doctor was on vacation. The doctor that was supposedly covering for him could not see me. And you couldn't take a child into the emergency room at Lakeview unless their pediatrician was there. And Mom called over to Carl, which is it's a 40-mile trip, closer to 50 because we lived at Bismarck at that time, and told them what happened. And she says, "Come on in. We'll see you as soon as you get here." At least 30 minutes. We live over in Vermilion County, and they're like, "No problem. We'll be waiting for you." And took me right in. And that's when Mom switched to a pediatrician at Carl for me. But they're the people that saved my dad's life. They When Mayo Clinic told him to go home and die because he was going to be dead by the time he was 25, the Carl doctor says, "I can't cure you, but I'll try to keep you alive until we can do something." And he did. Uh, he would. Pop was 30 when they adopted me. He was 55 when they put the pig valve in. Pig valve was only supposed to last 10 years. His lasted 12. Then they put a mechanical valve in. And he was 77 when he finally passed. The man that Mayo Clinic said was going to die at 25.
Carl would have cracked up to be personal experience.
But yeah.
I mean, I grew up 45 minutes from Mayo, so I mean, it's like but it's not always so it's all cracked up.
Well, I'm just glad that they didn't listen to him, because if they didn't, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Damn it, with all again?
Looks that way. He needs to get back so Chris can get in. That wasn't said right.
Donna's wanting Chris in pretty bad, huh?
He is awfully cute.
Come on, Dad. Tag Kristen.
Chris, I'm scared. At least you're not between me and Donna. That would be.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why it is, because Dan brought you in, and then he brought Rich in, and then he brought me in. So according to that, we should be Don, Rich, me.
Be a Ricky Sammy. Ricky sandwich, or would you rather have a taco?
Sorry, what?
Is it a Ricky sandwich, or would you rather have a taco?
Let me get out my 10-foot pole. You know, we could always do the flock of dawn.
Chris, you're talking with the of dawn.
Sorry, you broke up. What?
We are not doing the clock of dawn.
Flock. As in, yes. It was a chicken thing. It's on. It's in this humor group.
You want to know what's fun? The funniest part about that is that the handle that I had back when I had in virtual places 20 plus years ago was Shug, SHUG.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they were talking. That's kind of where my email address came from, was from back in the day. And when they talk about Shug, and I'm like, oh my God, the butt crack of dawn and Shug. No.
Oh, sure. That's just a southern way of saying sugar.
The what?
That's just a southern way of saying sugar.
I know, but no, that's what I mean. But to have to
Yeah.
about the clock of dawn in the same
All
thing was
together.
kind of, yeah. Like, uh-huh. It was one of those, oh, this was meant to be, I guess. We're just being too quiet.
I know this isn't us, but I don't think I could take any of what happened last week or tonight.
Oh my God. I don't think I could either.
That was 3 shows in a row that we. Yeah. I'm like, if
That's
that
what
happens tonight, Aunt Donna's gonna be dead by tomorrow.
when Joe Dog was talking about, being canceled for Hallowcon. I'm like,
Oh
brought up
shit!
the ice cream. It was not my fault. I still say that ice cream was not my fault.
Yeah, Chris.
Say it. Rick, say it.
Please, Rich, you look at him shake.
Say it.
Dawn getting all choked up because of the creamy nuts in her mouth.
Oh, Daniel, you need to come back. We have someone waiting to come in. She said, trying to ignore what had just been said.
There was only one guy. Dan, where are you?
Yeah, it kind of worries me that he disappeared so abruptly.
Rich, go find him.
Yes, Rich. Say it, Rich. You'll feel better.
All right. My daughter's boyfriend just messaged me
Oh,
that my daughter's favorite animal has changed to elephants now, and it makes more sense. First horses, now elephants. Ha ha ha! I told you folks the elephant story. The hell? Oh, a window that was behind everything else decided to start making noises. I'm like, what the mother? So I've told you the
Many windows open story.
the story with my daughter and horses, right?
60,000 windows open in her phone. That story. This is a
Yes,
different one.
yes, and several of them dealt with horse porn.
mm-hmm.
So we always every once in a while I'll send her emojis of a horse and a chicken. And I'll take different breeds of horses and do alliteration with that and a way to mention a phallus. And then, of course, I'll just start going for like the next half hour on horse puns. Hey, now,
Now you've got to think up elephant ones.
Next time I see her, I've got to tell her, don't get too excited. That's their nose.
I knew that already thought of something. Oh, this crap.
Hey, if it's a way to be inappropriate about something, if I'm not there, I'm within a couple of blocks.
Dan said the internet died. So
Oh. Once he does, he'll never forget. Hey, Nick. Chris, looks like you're kind of stranded, I guess.
I don't know. He just sent the message that said the internet died mid-show.
So what do we do? Nobody does. I don't. Does any of us have a wrench?
I
Okay,
don't think
it's not even a wrench. It's StreamYard is a completely
Separate.
different thing. So it's
That's right.
someone will have to get a hold of Joe Dog or
Joe Dog.
John.
When it in half an hour.
Joe Dog just saw the message from Dan. So
Oh, we did. Oh, so he'll be here.
internet died mid-show. I go, what do we do? The people that have seen it are hold on here, hold eyes. Chris, Dan, and Joe Dog. Give me a minute to get in there. Okay, Joe Dog's working on it. Hey, Joe Dog, you're on the hero. Doesn't take any minute.
That's right, Nick. He is, because he's Richie.
Oh,
We're so happy.
I informed her a long time ago. I'm like, that's really the wrong thing to hand an IT person, because you will never live it down. I'll be in my old folks' home somewhere, suffering from Alzheimer's, and she'll
Still
walk
be
in the room, and I'll be like, Orska, All right, Dan has internet back, but no camera.
That's okay. He can still come in and let Chris on.
He's got internet back, internet back, internet back. Chili's internet back.
Yeah.
You notice I didn't read that.
No, and I'm not either. Rich just read it.
No, I've read it, and I'm.
Joe, Dan said, I have internet back, no camera. Joe said, you want me into the show? Dan said, give me a moment to try and get back. So right now, it's loose running the show right now. So what the hell we do?
I've interrupted someone with that, Nick, and it wasn't a guy. Neither one. Yes.
I knew a guy who had a had a horse, if you know what I mean.
I've lived a very screwed up life. That's one of those Harry Dresden with the site. Never be able to get that image out of my head, no matter how much brain bleach.
No. Just forget.
I mean, that's a good reason why I was drunk pretty much between the time I was 21 and 25. Sorry, you glitch out on what?
Mm-hmm.
That was just really quick. He's talking about eating tacos. People are horrible.
Y'all made him hungry. I mean, y'all making me think about El Toro's Acapulco special, which is kind of like a mixed meats fajitas. Oh, there he's got a camera.
There we go.
Yep.
Welcome back. Thank you for attempting to help us because the inmates are running the asylum.
Okay, I'm going back to bed.
Good night,
Thank you,
dog.
thank you, Joe Dog.
All right.
Thank you very much.
And Chris is sitting in the back room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
there he is.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Chris.
Hello.
I miss all the updates when everything stops working. No, I lost internet entirely for the last few minutes. So
We carried on.
I know.
thank God.
I'll be
What I want you to do.
Oh, wait.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we talked about animal porn while you were gone.
Well, it's Joe Dog's account. It's not going to hurt me.
That was a true friend for you.
Ah.
Yes. Sorry, I was listening to y'all.
Oh, and
Early part of the show on the way out the parking lot, and I started getting hungry. I'm like, Taco Bell's open. I could get tacos.
I hope you enjoyed the tacos.
Yes,
those aren't real
It looks like
tacos.
you did. Yeah.
As you
At,
can see,
this
it's
time of night, they're good enough.
So
There's no such thing as good enough. There's only the real deal.
I don't do tacos anyway. I do fajitas.
Vegeta's isn't that the
she
villain
likes
on that
sizzle.
Dragon Ball cartoon?
And
I
Donna
always,
likes
it was
that one,
weird
so.
I always thought it weird that their main villain was named Fajita, but well,
was
he tried to be the big cheese, but oh, I got rich with that one.
Donna likes fajitas because they're sizzling.
Good.
Doesn't like.
All the time. And I have access to those tacos all the time.
Yeah. Donna likes the Acapulco special because it's chicken, steak, and shrimp fajitas.
Yeah, that's nice.
It is.
Ooh, that does sound good.
I'll take your word on the shrimp fajitas.
The shrimps
Well,
are
see,
okay.
it's all
The
mixed in,
chicken
so.
and the steak are where it's at.
Okay, Carl, if you're watching this before the lunch hour tomorrow, I think we need to go to El Toro.
El Toro! Oh, wow. Somebody's microphone is really loud because I heard myself echo. And it actually sounded good, so I must be drunk.
We're all like stretching and like, oh, I just can't believe you let the inmates run the asylum.
They usually do, though, around here.
Yep. What a bad time for Joe to be out. And I'm going. Evidently, the people that are paving the road dug up the cable, or somebody ran into a telephone pole. Depends on which end of the road you're looking at.
Yeah.
I lost internet entirely.
Huh.
And that does happen from time to time, and it's not because I didn't pay the bill. They're on auto pay. They get their money whether I know it or not. So
We lost internet, power, everything Monday morning.
well, I get it if the power had gone out. We had several power losses today that just only thing they did was make us reset the alarm clock in the bedroom. And I think Lindsay put new batteries in that one, so it doesn't even lose time anymore. That just annoys everyone.
Well, a squirrel gave his life Monday morning so that we could be without power. We're sitting here and we hear the big boom. Oh yeah, that's the
That was a
transformer
squirrel
train
tried to eat a transformer again, and
down on Jackson Street.
mhm, Megatron was not happy.
Fortunately, I had an early doctor's appointment, so
Oh,
across
you
town,
you
so
you
we didn't have
you
to
have
sit.
you have seen those memes about, oh, looks like somebody blew a transformer. Um, those,
Yeah, and Ultra
those,
Magnus has got a smile.
those are hilarious.
Yeah.
I had not seen those, no, but thanks for sharing.
I was if you get that wrong, it's low rock.
Ah, talk
That
about
went back
getting
to
the pop
airplane.
rocks off. Ah,
I'm sorry.
ah.
That just
I
reminds
think I
me
just
of that
crossed the streams.
that video that I don't remember if it was John who shared it or Joe Dog. But the woman comes running out going, "They've got Staples at Staples." The next thing you see is a woman running into Dick's and a man running into BJ's. Sorry, folks.
A couple of people coming out, come and go.
I
Really?
didn't see that one. I was looking, that's funny.
That's it. I couldn't remember the last one.
Yeah.
And some really happy people coming out of the magic market
I
with
thought
little,
about
little
sharing
dragons in tow.
Yes, Chris. Haha. You shouldn't have started it and then put something in your mouth.
That's what she
Mhm.
said.
That's not what she said.
Well, I started to put the baby shower meme that I saw in the Secret
Oh,
Humor group.
And why didn't you?
Didn't want to get me or Carl in trouble.
It's not never stopped me.
Is that the one that had fun at the baby shower? I will. And she's walking through the thing, and it's just babies hitting the ground.
Hmm.
do.
No, this was the baby shower I mentioned the other night. Don got it.
Don't think too hard on it, Rich.
Well, that's why I never go outside when my wife is playing It's Raining Men, because I know I'm going to need a shotgun.
Go down. Go down. That's what she said. Moving quickly along.
There you go, Rich. I put it for you in the private chat.
Oh, I think I got it.
Yeah,
I think you're going to get
wrong.
it.
Yep. That's what I thought.
You spelled it wrong, Chris.
Yeah. He finally got it. I'm proud of you, Rich.
Why I would
Oh,
know
and
that.
here comes the
Well-
police. I'm sorry.
Oh, and that was the police.
Yes, I know
After
what
Don said
police
don't think
sound
too
like.
hard on it, my brain made a click.
See, I didn't even mean that bad.
At least it wasn't an ambulance.
Excuse me.
I don't want to have to hear an ambulance again for a while.
It's really hard
I'm not going to
to
question
sleep
until
on your way
tomorrow.
out. Sleep on your way on towards a call into the back of one of those. But I managed to do it.
How many hours did you work?
It was my clinicals for EMT class. The medic that was in back and the driver were both impressed because dead stop, lights and sirens going, everything, didn't wake up. They're taking turns stupidly fast. I'm not falling off the bench. And then as soon as we stop, I sit up and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go. And they're like, how the hell? I'm like, practice.
Mm-hmm.
Decades in IT.
No, this was long before I got into it. Well, before I became professional IT. But I did a lot of sleeping in the back seat of cars where
Hey, it was good training then.
Where folks were doing triple digits in speed, and managed to stay asleep.
Oh, you've been to Atlanta
until we got backwoods, northwest Indiana. But yeah, getting to where we need to go, and then just, all right, where are we at now? What are we doing?
Wait a minute.
What?
I just heard mission control go queep, and I'm going, wait a minute. I've seen every NASA video ever made. I know that is a halfway to the moon and back queep. Mission control. Oh wait, Stephanie's not working there. I don't have it in anymore.
Was that what that noise was?
I certainly hope so. Well, no. Well, I'll think about it. I don't know what to think about that.
Can't tell you what to think about it.
Well, a lot of people tell me what to think and when, but I tend to tell them where to go and when to get off. But
here's your stop.
Just glad to be back.
You missed us, didn't you, Dan?
Well, of course I did. Why wouldn't I?
Because you're like,
I mean, seriously, you think I'd leave Joe Dog in charge of this crowd?
Good.
He'd be eaten alive.
Mm-hmm.
I behave on stupid o'clock so that I can let loose on last man standing.
My.
For this, I am grateful.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just had my brain washed and I can't do a thing with it.
I'm so surprised you used that favorite.
Oh wait, no, you are in the green room. It's just a different angle.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am. I am in the green room. Yeah,
I just see the curtains behind you. Now I saw the little shade of green on the side. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I present to
There's
you
paint on the walls. I said there's green paint on the wall.
Yeah, I'm in the green room.
Literally.
That doesn't make sense. Stupid o'clock, I would not.
You're roboting, sweetie.
For last month, ending, I'm in the green room, and for stupid o'clock, I was not in the green room. Makes a lot of sense now.
That's what
I,
happened. It's all Don's fault.
I move into the green room, and things happen.
Well, you weren't supposed to just move in. It's a place to casually visit, not take up residence.
That's like the local asylum. Once you get in, you can never get out.
I suppose we were talking about we're going to be redoing some stuff in the house here, and we're going to
You-
repaint the bedroom. And I don't think it would be a good idea for me to say we should paint the bedroom green.
You can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Yep.
Ooh,
I'm thinking maybe I do. Maybe.
my voice is even lower than normal tonight.
I hear that.
Because of the flu.
Yeah, well,
That's how I know it's going to be a bad day. I wake up and, that morning voice that's supposed to last 5-10 minutes lasts half an hour, and it's like, I got to get to class today. This is not going to go well.
Oh.
And then by the end of class, I sound like a 90-year-old Jewish man that smokes 6 packs a day. I tell you, he's going to be there. Oh, sorry.
Just have to wait. Be patient. All things come to those who wait. Except
I thought
waiters.
it's all good things come to those who wait.
No, all things come to
Oh,
those who wait.
crap.
Good, bad, and the ugly.
There's a third choice? Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, well, you've already eliminated most of those in your lifetime, honey. The third choices rarely ever come your way, and if they do, they're easily deflected.
Now, I always thought it was all things wait to come.
No, that's
Sorry.
teenage.
Oh.
That's teenage boys.
No, they want to wait, but they can't.
They don't wait very long, but they wait.
No,
Oh wait, the JPEG is only halfway downloaded.
You said yes. I need a tissue. Oh God, I'm going to hell for that one.
for that one?
Just that one.
And my mother has a YouTube.
No, the others get me someplace worse. I'm going to hell for that one.
I hope my mother doesn't remember how to Google my name. That's going to be really hard to do because I was named after my dad and my grandfather, and I'm in big trouble.
Well, no, tonight, tonight. If she thinks this is bad, just say, oh, don't watch this one this night, which has been last week. And
All right. I'm putting together a GoFundMe to get Dawn a fast computer so she doesn't picket fence on her vocals anymore.
She'll be okay as soon as we can get that mic and camera up to her.
Well, Mike is willing, but I don't know about this guy named Camera. Okay, deep dive. I'm sorry.
No. It could be worse. It could be worse.
One of these days, I'm going to get what's coming to me.
Yes, you will. I mean, yeah.
Hope I live long enough.
I'm not guaranteeing you're going to live through it.
I think I can do that. Yeah.
We'll see.
Hmm. What do you mean? If she dies, she dies. That's not a nice thing to say. Shut up.
You got your pronouns wrong there, boy.
Not necessarily.
Hmm.
A lot of room flag. I don't know what the bottom row down here, but you two are way too deep in thought.
I know. And they were in almost exact matching positions, too.
If they were looking the other direction, they could be bookends. And you still haven't got Chris's attention.
No, he's
No,
still.
I'm listening. I know what y'all are saying. I'm,
Maybe you'll pay
I'm
attention
on
now.
a mission. I'm
Yeah.
on a mission right now, so
Hey, Chris, look up. Oh, never mind. You missed it.
That's
no,
what she said.
yeah.
We were hoping that. Never mind.
Where the hell did that come from?
Oh, dear. I think it's winding down.
That was supposed to be perfectly obvious, or obviously perfect. Ah, that's the one. Obviously perfect.
Yes, I am.
Going to have to face it.
Hey, I'm even named Perfect. And Carlene means perfect.
Nice.
Technically, I'm the powerful, valiant, beloved dweller of the Espen Road. Junior.
Good morning. Good morning. Hi.
Hmm.
Ugh.
Well, technically, I'm just this asshole that used to be a farmer, but. Oh, and there's the alarm. I set off the damn burglar alarm again. You've got to turn off. You've got to turn that thing off. I mean, chastity bolts are hard enough, but you got to have an alarm. Ah,
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's just the motion detector.
well, at least
That's
it
a lot of
isn't.
My
fun.
watch.
At least it isn't a slide on the lockpick. Uh,
That was my work watch. For some reason, I'm usually up at 1 a.m., so it got set sometime, and since I'm usually up there, I'll let it slide, but
well,
had to locate it first.
That's what she said.
but it's so much fun to look for. Ah,
That's
Let
what
it
he said.
see what you can help it with that.
and we've only got 6 minutes left.
As long as he's not a golfer, you should be in good shape.
Yeah.
Damn, on vacation, we can like go longer.
I ain't making no golf jokes. I mean, seriously.
I told you the one I knew. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was par for the course.
Yeah, and Carl's repeated it almost every day this week.
Oh, he liked it that much?
He liked that one.
That one.
And he turned and say, "Aren't you glad I'm not a golfer?" And I'm like, "Yeah, boy." You may have trouble with the windmill, but that tunnel does it real well.
You okay, Rick?
Why am I thinking gopher? Mm,
No, I could
get
go for
out of
that.
my head, Rich. I'm serious. It'll drown you. Mm. Okay. I've had 4 hours. I've had to behave myself. I'm tired of it. We got 5 minutes left of the show. 4.5.
You gonna quit behaving yourself now?
mm.
So I'm right here, sweetie.
Can I?
That's more than 4 minutes drive away, dear.
It's not my fault.
It's more like 11 and a half hours. And that's if I don't obey speed limits.
Yep.
So Don, have you ever had German food before?
Yeah.
We are going to one of the best German restaurants down in Evansville on our way down to Hallowcon.
Oh.
I haven't had. Well, they have a lot of German food around here. The German.
Is that the infamous beer story,
Yeah.
Donna?
Oh yes. Don't order the coffee flavored German beer. It's strong. I mean, anything that can knock Aunt Donna on her asses.
Damn.
Yeah. Aunt
Okay.
Donna got snockered. Of course, it doesn't help that all they've got is those big fishbowl glasses. That, yeah. So, but I have no German blood in me. Beer just doesn't do it, I guess.
I got a lot of German.
You can have my beer.
I can't have your beer though.
Well, that's
okay.
right.
You can have her Germans.
Mm-hmm.
She shares.
I share. My mommy taught me to share. She didn't know what she was getting into, but
And just don't talk to her about playing nice with others.
depends on who's doing the playing and how they're playing.
Or who the others are.
Mm-hmm.
Donna and I put well together.
Yes, we do.
Everybody else should be afraid.
I am. I'm very afraid.
You and I played nicely together.
Doesn't mean I'm not petrified.
You gotta remember, Donna, he's never played with both of us at the same time.
That's true. You think he was terrified before? Wait till this next Hallowcon.
Not used to tag teams.
Yep.
Who said tag team?
Oh, okay. You got to talk to my pimp.
What do you do
You
about
don't
Dan?
You don't get Lindsay permission. I don't do nothing. Cash on the counterpane.
I may need to get Skunk to queue up Whoop. There it is.
Oh yeah, Don. We'll have Chris there too, that we can play with.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're going to have to do an awful lot to distract Chris from his fan club. He has stalkers.
Well, I'm sure, as cute as he is.
Well, I know. I mean, I'm a guy, and I know that. And I've seen Chris's stalkers, and they're cute. I mean, seriously.
Thank you.
It's 2 hours, folks.
Time to say goodnight, Gracie.
Yeah, we probably need to bring this to a close.
In a way, yes.
We've done what we can.
What we can? We've done more than we could possibly do. No.
I've got stuff still stuck in the barrels. I got more I can give out.
Oh my!
That didn't come out right. That one did not come out right.
I am not touching that line. No.
There's always tomorrow night, Don. And you'll get to hear the story of what happened Tuesday.
Yeah. If I can get into the green room.
Yeah.
And see Aunt Donna sober.
That'll be
I'm
the
going to
day.
get into the green room.
Yep. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Last Man Standing. We have been irreverent,
Distracted.
and an awful lot kind of double entendre here. No, we went all the way to quadruple entendre. I'm sorry, we stretched the limits tonight.
But not quite Five Guys.
No, not quite Five Guys, but Don would be the expert on Five Guys. So.
Or two weenies. Yeah, that one's the one I'm going to keep after you on.
Five Guys, two weenies, and Don's taco.
Guys.
Serving it up with a smile.
There's the one for that special sauce right there.
I think I just sprained my lung. Ow.
Good. Lung. I'm the smoker. Hell, you're supposed to have two of the damn things. Why aren't they working? Oh, okay. Hung out with this crowd too often. One of them has just given up the ghost. In that case, good night, Gracie.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Transmission overload. System will shut down. System will shut down. System will shut down.
Oh, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?